We're back here on ESPN Plus. First intermission at the Houston Fieldhouse, 2-1. Clarkson leading RPI. And if you thought it was cramped with two folks up in the broadcast booth, let's try three, as we're very lucky here today on ESPN Plus to be joined by both head coaches of the RPI basketball programs. Women's basketball head coach John Greene, men's basketball head coach Mark Gilbride. Gentlemen, how are you today?
Great. How are you doing?
Great to be here.
Great to have you guys both on the broadcast. Want to get a little bit of information about both of your teams as the season started within a week's time, which is kind of remarkable to begin with. But starting with you, John, your thoughts on the group that you've assembled here with this Engineers team. And we were talking beforehand, a lot of newcomers, a lot of veterans. So what does that experience
so
like?
It's an interesting mix. We have 6 freshmen and 2 transfers, and we haven't had transfers in a long time, and then we have the veteran crew, and we're returning a couple of starters from last year. We've got some players that were actually away last spring. Our top scorers who was away in the spring, and then another that was away in the fall. So they're coming back into the mix, and we're trying to integrate all of our new folks. So they were excited. We've got a lot of young, talented young freshmen and the two transfers, and then just trying to interweave everyone with those returners. So we're excited. It'll be great. Well, for a great season.
Yeah, I'm excited about our roster as well. We have some really good veteran players, Johnny Youngbazo, Avery Eugster, Ben Eugster, Dylan Matchett, and then some other returners who are hungry to earn playing time this year.
Very nice.
And then 6 talented freshmen. So I'm excited to see how they blend together and test ourselves against some really good opponents this year.
It'll be very exciting to see both schedules beginning with a handful of non-conference games on the road before both teams start up. I know that your group will be heading out for a tip-off tournament out in Oswego a little bit. And before we get to that, your thoughts on what we can expect from non-conference play and maybe some of the challenges that your group will face.
So we start out with Utica next week, who we lost into a tight game last year against us. They play a lot of zone, and so that's something. It's a good test. It's on the road. And then we go to the Wheaton tournament, really good competition there. So one of the things starting early on the road like that, it helps, I think, bind our team even that much sooner because, we're playing kind of in hostile areas and really have to depend on each other even that much more so. And, probably have our parents in the stands, and that's probably about it, some alums. But getting out on the road like that early, I think a lot of times does help your team. In the overnight, too, the other thing with the tournament, it matches what we have to do Friday, Saturday, back-to-back in conference.
Sure.
So I think that's another benefit for us.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, we've got our work cut out for us right away. Cuca, who we play in the first round of the tournament out of Oswego, is very good, and they play a really kind of tricky zone, so that'd be a big test for us right away. And if we do get a shot at Oswego in that tournament, they're number 6 in the country to start the year. So it's a very good tournament with 4 strong teams. We're looking forward to it.
A very exciting time for both programs. Before we let you guys go, anything that we can hear from you out to the fans here of the Engineers? We have a great day with 2 games here at the Houston Fieldhouse, but to get the fans ready to be here for home games, what can we say to them?
I mean, we're really excited both our programs. We have great support between our programs, and the level of play is outstanding, and we'd really love to have not just the RPI community, but as many people come out and support, see our teams. And I mean, it's great basketball, and the idea that it's right here with East Campus, you can catch a lot of contests with us, a lot of back-to-back, that part of it. And we're excited about our teams and to have people in the stands and hopefully come out and catch a lot of games. And with the conference games especially, you get the 2-for-1 just like tonight for hockey, and it's just a great opportunity to see the women play and the men play.
Yeah, we've had some special seasons the last few years, and our alumni, our parents, our friends, our fans have been a huge part of those seasons, and we're hoping that they'll come to be a huge part of this season as well. We open up conference play December 1st and 2nd at home in ECAV Gymnasium, so against St. Lawrence and Clarkson, so come watch us play. It should be a lot of fun.
Very nice. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Great to catch up with you, and best of luck this season.
Thank you. Great to be here.
These are the head coaches of your RPI men's and women's basketball teams. Again, don't forget a couple of road games to begin the season, but the women's program opens up their home slate against SUNY Cobleskill on November 18th. The men's team opens up, meanwhile, against that same group on November 26th. Tickets and more information at rpiathletics.com. We'll step aside and be back with more after this on ESPN Plus. Again, the score, 2-1, Clarkson leading RPI. Back with a look at the out-of-town scoreboard and more after this. You're watching Engineers Hockey on ESPN Plus.